Known for his role on Seinfeld as Elaine's wacky boss, Jay Peterman, with memorable moments like this.
Jerry's got nothing. Newman's got nothing. You're the only one I know who's got the good stuff, and I need a bad baby because I feel like I got bugs crawling up my skin. Now, you gotta help me out.
Not on my watch.
What's the matter?
I will have turned my office into a den of iniquity.
You have?
Get your fix somewhere. Quick, guns, Peter.
Mr. Peterman! What are you doing?
Elaine, you're out of control. You need help. Huh? I know what you're going through. I, too, once fell under the spell of opium.
But John is also one of the few conservatives in Hollywood, and he joins me now. Your character had some of the best writing. Was that Larry David, or was that a collaboration? How'd you guys cook that up?
You know, the character evolved over the five seasons that I was there. But it started off with just, he was, a simple cataloger. But then the lunacy of the character came in, and he just took off a, different end when he went off to Burma to find himself. And it gave the writers a chance to write in long form. So consequently, every show had what you just saw, one of these Peterman monologues that, started off with the best of intentions, but just took a left-hand turn somewhere.
And really captured the ridiculousness of the fashion magazine industry. The urban sombrero is one of my favorites.
What is that?
The urban sombrero. I put it on the cover.
Nobody sees the cover.
One of the great sight gags ever in the business.
So, a lot of the other players on Seinfeld, Elaine Benes, played by Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and Larry David, the creator, and Jerry Seinfeld, Democrats. But the show never got political, and I thought that was probably one of the most appealing things about the show.
There were many appealing things about the show, and the most important was, and especially in this age, that it was about talking. There were no cell phones in Seinfeld. Everything was about engaging another person. Now, they were sitting in a booth, and it was about talking. And that's, in this world of divisiveness right now, when you're either this or that, it's like I've never seen a temper to this country like I have right now. And it makes me sad that I can't have my point of view respected by anybody else without them going into a spasm of disgust that I happen to have supported Trump. And I'm going, why can't you understand that people feel differently? That we don't, in Hollywood, have to walk like lemmings to the sea and follow each other off the cliff. I just don't get it. I think that we're a kinder and more gentler society than that, where we can engage people thinking differently.
If they made Seinfeld today, they'd probably have those people at the coffee shop not speaking to each other, just sitting here texting each other and tweeting.
I'm the first one to say that Seinfeld can't work today because the cell phone would have killed it.
Right.
It was about people engaging and thoughtfully engaging in minutia. People wouldn't even talk about minutia. There'd be half a conversation up to you like this.
That's right.
You wouldn't. The whole series wouldn't work in the same way. It was about the loneliness and the desperation and needing to vent.
But going back to what you were saying about the spasm of anger, why do you think Hollywood in particular and the industry has become so hostile to President Trump?
Well, I mean, traditionally, they have always been a liberal. It's always been a liberal community.
This is different.
It is different.
The hatred and the hostility now towards this president.
I have never seen anything, and yes, exactly right. And to the point where even if you support this guy, it's a visceral anger that they feel.
You're a white supremacist if you support the president.
Absolutely, and I am called that every day on the internet. I mean, I've never seen the internet be used in such a cruel and vulgar way, and I will not give up my standards. I believe that we are a better society inside, that we can actually engage each other in intelligent conversation without having to slit the throat of the other person so that they can't talk.
Another big crime, now it's a crime coming out of the industry, Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, it calls to mind that, you know, we have enough sins in our own backyard that it's time for us to weed our own garden and stop being the moral barometer of everybody else out there. And it's not that I don't support people's constitutional right to support what they support. What I don't like is the silencing of an opposing opinion, because people don't all feel the same way. As Mark Twain once says, when there are too many people in the majority, it's time to change.
Right, well, you see that on college campuses all the time. Yeah. Conservatives can't even speak.
Silencing the ability, and yet they think they're expressing their First Amendment rights. Well, they're not. Silencing another person's ability to respond or to speak in proactive is more of an offense. And I believe, and I think it's a sad road we're going down. It's an angry road, and I feel like we're an angry country looking for causes right now, and I think that's an interesting perspective on it. But I think it's a sad perspective on it.
Well, you're also now in a new movie.
New movie.
Doing very well. Swing Away. I think we have a clip right here.
What is that? The ancient Grecian rattle torture?
God and I both saw that, Mr. Henderson.
Really? Well, I'll tell you what, I'll deal with God later. How about a small donation to your church that says you didn't?
I'm afraid it doesn't work that way.
Come on, Padre. Do a little deal.
That looks pretty good. So tell everybody why they should see the movie.
It's a beautiful family film. You will laugh all the way through it. You see elements of a golf competition in there that'll bring back Caddyshack to you. The character is really great, and as I say, I had a chance to put this character together from scratch, and so I channeled Donald Trump for this role. But Donald Trump, not the president. I channeled Donald Trump, the businessman.
Right, the guy that comes over and does the golf course and makes all the locals angry.
And he did this in the British Isles. But I thought when we were putting this script together and the character, I said, that's what, Donald is like a bull in a china shop. And he just bulldozed his way through. So I took this character and I, put him on steroids, and he's the worst thing you'll ever see, this character. But so much fun to play. And the nice thing was we had no script. I just said, let me talk. I know this character better than you can write him.
Well, The Voice, everybody knows, and I don't know if everybody also knows this, the National Dog Show. You do that, and it's on NBC on Thanksgiving. And how many people watch this?
We're upwards now of 30 million people.
30 million people watch the dog show.
We started this 16 years ago, and today it's now it's a family tradition.
Well, hopefully Waters World can achieve those ratings one day.
I believe in you.
John, thank you very much.
Great to see you, my friend.
Up next, Hollywood liberals coming for your gun.